I've been talking on mute. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I basically was saying good morning. Um, I'm sorry. Yeah, I just noticed there was no sound. Good morning. Good morning, KC. I see you said 6:30. I hope you catch the replay. I hope you have a good night rest. Good morning, Hot Spicy Tea. Good morning to you. Good morning, Mahogany Shine LLC. I'm sorry about that. I just realized I was talking on mute. I was saying I have like about 14 topics I want to talk to you all about today, but I have some clips from the Bad Boys show that I wanted to share with you all, and we can go through them. Pretty interesting. I don't know if you all caught the show last night. It was I definitely am going to be tuned in. And we'll see. Say what is, I guess the uploading process is taking too long. I tried to upload it at 8 o'clock last night, and so it was at 87% before I went to bed, and nothing uploaded. So I just took it down and re-uploaded it again. But 17 viral clips. I had cut it down about 13 viral clips to keep the video short for you, but it is hella funny. You're gonna enjoy this one too. I'll tell you what, it's some kids out here who are just reckless. This one student threw his metal chair at his teacher. Teacher gashed, and then the teacher started throwing metal chairs back at the students. Y'all gotta check this clip out now. You and tell me what side of the fence you're on. All right, hot spicy tea. Okay, yeah, no, I fixed it. Can you all hear me well? Let me know if you can hear me well now. I'm sorry. Yeah, am I good? Hey, hot spicy tea. Can you hear me? Or maybe my comments are not moving. Good morning, Cheryl Burnett. Good morning to you. Thank you for coming through. Hey, and shout out to V Lenore for giving an amazing interview with Casey. I think it was Casey Lacey or Casey Duke. I'm sorry if I got the name wrong, but shout out to V Lenore. She gave an incredible interview, and it was such a relevant topic on Netflix. Reinventing Anna, the inventing of Anna. So shout out to you for doing that, and I kudos to you for the whole bunch of newbies who are starting out as a content creator of getting you an interview. I think you, Seth, and you as well have both landed like some credible interviews of some hot topics right now. So shout out, and it's definitely something for me to look forward to. So if you all haven't checked that out, I shared it on my community wall. Go check V Lenore's interview out and give her definitely a like on that video. All right, now let's jump into today's topic. So, this is interesting to me, and I wanted to kick it off with this. Jussie Smollett. So, Jussie Smollett lawyer files a defamation lawsuit against the Olsen Darrow brothers. Here we go again. Now, what did I say, y'all? What did I say on the last one? I said specifically, I said, Jussie, you need to go lay low. Like, you need to go chill out, go far away. No. What does Jussie want to do? Jussie calls himself trying to rehabilitate his brand. That's what he's doing. He's trying to get his name clear and clean while he's got this appeal. He thinks he has a win now. So he's out here wanting to file against their attorney specifically because they're saying that the actor's lawyer has filed a defamation lawsuit against the brothers Abumola and the other brother, Olsen Darrow, as key witnesses in the Smollett's hate crime hoax trial. Defense attorney Mark Geragos claims the Olsen Darrow were guilty of malicious prosecution as they falsely accused him of making untrue claims about their involvement in the alleged stunt. The brothers point to Geragos' podcast, Reasonable Doubt, in which he and his associate Tina spoke about the Smollett case as well as the Olsen Darrow's connection to their client. The suit alleged Smollett's attorneys attacked them in the media and implied they were guilty of an actual hate crime. The brothers previously told the court they did not criminally conspire to attack Smollett, but rather helped him stage the attack in exchange for money. And so the lawsuit is saying they fabricated statements out of thin air and falsely attributed them to Mr. Geragos. In actuality, and as the transcript of the podcast reveals, Mr. Geragos never said anything remotely similar to what the complaint alleged. And so he's moving forward with this. Drago's lawsuit against the Osundaros comes about a week after Smollett was sentenced to 150 days in jail for staging his own hate crime. The actor, who maintains his innocence, has since been released as he appealed his conviction. And here we go again. And so my thing is, let that shit go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. He really needs to let it go. And I think it's poor timing. Like, you are still in Cook County and you're still proceeding with this. And we know all of the law enforcement in Cook County don't like you. Who's to say they will help everything in their power to be on the side of the Osundaro brothers? Like, you're not. I don't know what he think. I don't know if he thinks he has that kind of credibility, but Jussie, you really need to let this shit go. You need to hire a PR firm to handle rehabilitating your image. And the first thing is definitely not you issuing out defamation lawsuits against, because now what, you're going to send it to everyone now who said something about you? Lord, I'll be waiting on mine, allegedly. But you're going to send a lawsuit to everyone, though? You can't. That's not the way this works. If you're claiming that you are not guilty, then everything should speak for itself. You're out on appeal. You're still waiting. I don't know if you've paid the fine or not, but these are the other things you should be worrying about. Them dudes don't got no fucking money. They probably would have never been involved if it wasn't for you. So I think it's malicious on your part to want to go after them. So I would hope he would leave this alone and take a different route, do an interview, The View, Oprah. I'm sure a lot of people will be willing to give you that first conversation, but you're worried about a damn defamation lawsuit where you can clear all of this shit up and then go after you've cleared the air. Because what are you saying they defamed you on that you haven't cleared up? So many open pieces to this. Hey, good morning, Brick Girl. Good morning, everyone rolling through. Good morning, Cash App and bullshit. The brother, that's right. That's what I'm saying. They absolutely have every power in their right to sue them back, because they would have never been involved had it not been for them. And they actually had evidence of this man conspiring, a check, them in the hardware store buying those items that were specifically on him. So what? They're at fault and you're not? Like, I think you're not doing yourself any justice at this point. Good morning, Honest Row. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. I don't know why my chat is doing this. It's just got this thing where it's just like it's not loading all the chat, so I have half my chat, but we're gonna roll through. All right, so that's Jussie Smollett. I don't know if you guys are commenting. Okay, yes, I see it. Like the video. Hey, Mahogany, thank you. Please hit the like on your way in this morning. As I said, we got about 13 topics we're gonna get through, and then at the end we're gonna go through a Bad Boys Club mini quick review, because I'm working on a review. I got some clips that I stole from my video that I want to show you all. It was a shit show, the first episode. And I know they're waiting on everybody's reviews and shit because they're reading them now, they're watching them now, and I have so much shit to say. So if you want to hear what I thought about the Bad Boys LA, the first episode, please stay tuned to the end. That's all the way at the end. We got to get through the business first, and we'll get to all that good stuff. All right, next thing up is Trevor Noah. So Trevor Noah is saying that he did not tell the Grammys to cancel Kanye West. Instead, he asked them to counsel Kanye West. So it appears that Trevor Noah is trying to walk back some of his intent behind, I don't know, because I sort of didn't think he was saying to cancel Kanye West from the Grammys, but I sort of thought he was saying that maybe you should step back, like go away. So I'm thinking, I didn't think he wouldn't be in support of it, but I certainly didn't think he would come out and, he's going to be hosting the Grammy. So it's a little bit interesting how, he's not in support of the Grammy, saying, hey, we're for you and not Kanye West. But he's out here saying he asked them to counsel him. He's one of the performing artists acts at the Grammys, and, it was going to be a treat for us to see him. And now, they sort of have yanked his whole shine away from him. And so, not wanting to be on the end of that brunt stick, because there's only so much bandwidth that Trevor Noah has. I do see backlash from some of Kanye's fans when it comes to Trevor Noah and him not performing at the Grammys. Not only that, but other artists as well, because, some folks support Kanye West, regardless if he's the crazy Kanye, if he's the cool Kanye, they're going to support Kanye West regardless. So I'm thinking Trevor Noah wanted to step out and sort of, okay, I didn't mean to do that. What I said was, trying to sort of walk back a little bit of the harshness, but the damage is sort of done. I think that if you did it, if that's how you felt, you should have specifically said that in your original statement, knowing that you were performing there and he was going to be there as well. And then also you gave commentary on him and you didn't expect the man to want to comment back. So I don't really feel no kind of way for Trevor Noah, and I damn sure don't feel no way for Kanye West. If you missed the bag and missed the performance because of your outburst, that sucks on you. And someone dropped in the comments on the community wall and brought up a good point and was saying that as much as this is begins to start messing with his bag, he will tone it down. Like he will tone it down. That man is an attention whore and he's a bag seeker. And nothing wrong with it, if that's your prerogative. But if you don't tone it down, both of those things can be affected dramatically and in a negative way. So that's the light on Kanye news today. We're not gonna cover no more Kanye. What do you guys think? I thought this video was pre-recorded for a second. How you so fresh faced this early? Oh, I took a shower. I got a good night's sleep. I thought my video was uploaded. I was working on my Bad Boys Club video. I thought everything was good. And then I woke up this morning like, are you fucking kidding me? I didn't see nothing. I was like, oh my God. So I'm trying to get that video up. It's the clips, y'all. It's those clips be like, I don't know if they be in 4K from the person who originally, added them, but sometimes when I screen record them, they just be heavy on the bandwidth. So, but I got a funny one for y'all. I got a good one to get y'all through the work today. Because people are just nuts. Oh my God. Let me just tell y'all one real quick. It was a car accident that happened in front of these people, and you know how when a car accident happened, everybody wants to run out there and jump and see the car accident. Well, this drunk ass lady decides she wants to jump out her window off the roof to go see the accident and lands on her face. You got to hear the people in the background. So I can't wait to share this one with y'all. Share it with y'all. Good morning, Red Wings. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. All right, let's get into the next one. So this is pretty interesting. So Matthew Knowles they're calling him becoming the King Richard in Hollywood, which I use that very, 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 very lightly. But he is actually taking on a huge role. Recently, his Music World Entertainment Group, which houses all of the music by Destiny Child and some of Beyonce's earlier music, as well as LaToya Luckett and Latavia Robertson. His music group was acquired by APX Capital Group, and now he's set to release his own movie through this group called the Matthew Knowles Story. And as a part of this deal, he is also going to be managing this Capital Group's new film and TV division group, taking on responsibility of a $275 million fund for co-productions across the US and Italy. They're saying that there's going to be about 10,000 hours of never before seen footage, including photos, videos, and music that showcases the Knowles family's history in the music industry. He is happy about this. He's happy to share his story of his life, combining compelling storytelling with access to exceptional talent. The 70-year-old will also develop, finance, and produce a plethora of diverse content, including feature films, scripted series, and documentaries. Knowles considers the partnership to be a milestone within his career. Well, I guess so. I guess so. Now, what do you think in the vault of 10,000 hours of footage that he's going to release that we haven't seen already? I imagine that he's probably got songs where Beyonce was singing and running around the house, dancing and doing all that kind of stuff. But I mean, at this point in her career, we're more inclined to see her kids doing that. So I think this is all about the bag for him, all about extending his career, his longevity, about being relevant, and it sucks to be the daughter of someone who's highly celebrated and you're not. And Tina Knowles is. So I'm sure part of this is about trying to find his mark now as a 70-year-old man. I mean, I don't wish him any bad luck. I think, do what you can, but I think that the Matthew Knowles story sounds like it's going to be the Beyonce Knowles story. I don't think there's much there for you. I don't know. You all tell me what you think. Do you see it? Good morning, Miss Cruiser. Thank you for coming through. Good morning to you. Good morning, Jay Parrish. Good morning. Good morning. I hate these comments. He has absolutely nothing to show us. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, what? Okay, so you gonna release this movie, the Matthew Knowles Story, and I hope it's not a theatrical release. I hope it's going straight to Prime Video or Roku. I don't think you need to go ahead and try to push this one further than it can go, but he has a $275 million budget the company's giving him. So we'll see. I don't know if it's a power move. It'd be great if he could power with Rock Nation, but we know how that looks. Looks like Will finally getting his Oscar for King Richard after being repeatedly robbed. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think we talked about that too. Yes. All right. Trevor, Matthew. So this next story is really interesting to me because I thought it was diffused. So we're gonna move right over into 50 Cent versus Stars. So I don't know if you've been paying attention to this, but 50 Cent is now going, continuing to air out his issues with Stars over the Power Book 4 Force. And so what he's saying is that typically after one season of a show ends, the network will get greenlight another show so they can start production on that season. And he's saying nothing's been greenlit for him, although he has a contract, renew his contract. Nothing has been greenlit on him to move forward. He's sitting sort of idle with the staff, and after April 10th, I believe they're going to have no paychecks, the folks, because they're going to have no work. And so I think, again, this is a rich guy trying to call out a network. I always say this: why do people feel like they can just boss around somebody richer than them? That's the worst thing you can do. Unless it's a bunch of you all, it don't work like that. And so I think what 50 Cent is trying to do is he's trying to force the network to move at his pace, and he doesn't realize like the network is a business. Like, it's not 50 Cent's network, it's a network. And so they have to look beyond just you, 50 Cent. So they can't just keep greenlighting your stuff and not finding projects that will succeed or either, help to hold the gap when you're not around. It can't just be 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. And although, we wanted to be 50, 50, of course I want you to win, but that's how the business side of this goes. So when I saw it out there, I said, this man knows well enough to know that Stars is not going to continuously put you on their TV when you are this very finicky sort of entertainer. You have attitude this day, and then this day you're not, and then this day you have attitude. So I don't know. I don't see him going anywhere outside of Stars. I think they have the best interest at heart. I think he needs to hold his fucking horses and right now be working on a show for Monique. That's the only thing we want you to worry about, is working on a show for Mo. That's it. So I wanted to talk about that because that's been in the headlines lately. Now, this next story I want to talk about is so interesting. I thought it was canceled, but apparently it's not. So NBC Universal cancels Maury after 30 seasons on air. The show, the Maury Povich Show, which began in 1991, and produced 30 seasons, more than 3,600 episodes, bringing in an average of 1.7 million daily viewers, has been canceled by NBC Universal. They also pulled Nick Cannon's talk show and The Good Dish. They were also canceled after just one season. Judge Jerry is also set to go off the air in September after being canceled following 3 seasons. So to me, it appears that they're clean housing. They're sort of trying to right size the ship, get rid of some of these shows, the Nick Cannon show, the Judge Jerry show, which I caught a glimpse of that. And I thought it was just ridiculous how we're making a mockery of the judge system, even though people are signing up to go in to allow a non-legal entity to give them some advice. It's sort of like a dispute settlement where anybody, and colleges, they call them, what do they call them? The folks who do the criminal proceedings for students. It's sort of like that, but all of that shit is going off the air. Maury's going off the air after 30 seasons. You think, God damn, it's about time you go off the air. And so I'm wondering what they're going to put in place. As you can see, though, across the networks, there's this fight to find the next best talk show host. Jennifer Hudson is kicking it off. Sherry is kicking it off. We don't know what's going to happen with the Wendy Williams show, but I think she may move her show to another network if she can. And we see, Tiffany Haddish, that bombed. She doesn't have her show. So we see all these different people fighting for shows. So this fall will be I think it'll be an epic battle to see who made it to actually being a daytime talk show during the fall season. You know, it's a prime time season. How many people in their households are at home? That's when I get my Nielsen family packet where they begin to start watching my TV shows and shit, sending me cash in the mail. It's so I be feeling like it's so legal, but it works. Looks like oh wow, 1991, I graduated from high school that year. Oh wow. V, good morning. Good morning. I was telling them you did an awesome job. You did an awesome job. I came through, and it's so inspiring to see you catch these interviews like that. I was saying you, Yusuf, and I've been trying to watch a couple of other newbies who have been landing these great interviews, doing your thing. So kudos. I shared it on my community wall. Make sure y'all go check that out too. Um, Oh wow, Maury has been going for so many years. There is no Wendy show. She does not own it. I know that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. If some way she can get Detmar to give her the Wendy Williams show and allow her to let them keep the Sherry show on air, I think it'll be a win for her. I think if the issue at the end of the day is her walking away without suing them just for the rights to the name so she can take it somewhere else, I don't know. I don't know. This is gonna be interesting because it really will boil down to whether or not they want the Wendy Williams show or not. And if they do, they're gonna have to, I guess they're gonna have to meet her demands. It's gonna have to be somewhere where they meet in the middle. I know for a fact though, Wendy was not going to tolerate, nor will she want to be around anything that's gonna be a Sherry Shepherd show. She's not gonna want to promote it. She's not gonna want to have any of those commercials in between her show. Like she does not. I can see her not wanting that. So it's gonna be interesting to see how do you tell Sherry no and tell Wendy yes, or how do you tell them both yes and make it work? Two very vocal, strong women. One knows how to play the game. The other one has just been making the game. Wendy and Sherry knows how to play the game, so it'll be interesting. Yes, it was a great. Yes, damn, it's live early. Lincoln, 6:30 a.m. Good morning, Miss V. They have lost too much money over the last 3 years. No one will take that chance. She has to sit down for a while. Oh, you don't think Wendy her show is transferable to another network either? Wow. Okay. What do you all think? Do you think Wendy can take her show to another network? I was banking on her being able to take this show to another network, but maybe she'll have to call it the Wendy show or something else, or like the Williams show or the Wendy experience or something else. But wow, okay, I could not get into Wendy Williams. The whole gossip thing is not cool with me. Most of the information is incorrect. Ooh, baby. No, okay. Whoa, baby. Good morning, everybody. Just coming in the room. I see it's getting closer to 7 o'clock. So people are just starting to wake up, roll over. Have a great morning. Hit the like button on your way in. I was saying we had a few topics that we're going to cover. We talked about Jussie this morning, how he is now issuing a defamation lawsuit to the Olsen Dara brothers for what they said on a podcast related to Jussie Smollett. I talked about Trevor Noah, now how he's walking back his statements, not walking them back, but sort of softening the blow, how he doesn't want Kanye to be canceled from performing at the Grammys. Even though the Grammys has issued a ban for Kanye attending the Grammys. So he's basically saying, I told them to counsel him, not cancel him. We talked about Matthew Knowles having this big acquisition deal. He sold all of the rights to the earlier Destiny's Child music, Beyonce's Proud. I think it's her first album, and Latavia Robertson and LaToya Luckett albums. And he's got 10,000 hours of footage he's supposed to be releasing, and he's going to have this Matthew Knowles Story movie out, and it's supposed to be similar to King Richard movie, how they did that and documented Serena Williams and Venus Williams father, upbringing of his daughters. And so it's supposed to be the same thing to that. Now, are we going to watch that? Because we know it's really the Beyonce show. That's really what it is. So it'd be interesting. I'm here for, the entertainment, but it better be for free. I'm told you it better be on Prime or Roku or Lifetime. I'm not going to no theatrical release, and I damn sure not going to skip past nothing else to watch you on Netflix. I'm just not going to do it. Then we talked about Stars and 50 Cent, and, and 50 Cent trying to make his demands. He wants his show greenlit to, for them to go ahead and start working on the next season. And he just gotta sit his ass down and wait. And Maury is now off after 30 seasons, and they're canceling a whole bunch of shows, which is how we landed on speaking about the Wendy Williams show, and how I think it's like it'd be great if Wendy could take the show and go to another network, but V is like, no, that they're not. That's not even possible, you know. And I could see your point in terms of how she's just been so finicky over the years in terms of her health, you know. I don't know if she can do a podcast or something like that with the name, but it'll be interesting to see how she can take the name and put it into a format that isn't contractually obligated to Debmar Mercury, you know, because I do think there's still more talent within Wendy. I don't know if it's an everyday kind of thing, but maybe, you know, every couple of days or something like that. I don't know. Um, she should do a Netflix show like David Letterman. I could see her doing that, a night show. You know, she like to sit, you know, and I don't know if that's a slippery slope, but I do think that nighttime vibe with Wendy is a little bit less political, you know, more candid. It's her vibe, you know. She get to stick it, you know, talk that shit, you know, do her thing. I'm down for that, Wendy. Um, hmm. I decided put this coffee in the canteen because by the time I'll be drinking it and talking, it'd be cold. I'll be up here acting like it's warm. That should be cold water. I've been up since 4, baby. Okay, me too. Me too. Nobody cares about girls' time. Stop. How many times have we saw that one clip where they got the 4.5 stars and they didn't make it? It's almost like they're his Black history. Like that's his history month. Like we got to learn that over and over again. I think what I would want to know from Matthew Knowles, honestly, is what was the breakdown between you and your daughter's relationship from your point of view? You know, what part of that do you own? Like, what do you say, like, yeah, you know, and what can you teach forward? Like Kanye, he's a dad coming up now. What is something you could tell him about his daughter? Like, you know, let them be them. You know, I see you watching her do her thing on TikTok, but you know, like, what would you tell him? You know, I think that's what's most interesting about him. It's got to be his connection to his daughters, but to just tell me that you grew up somewhere and you went to work somewhere, I'm sorry. Is that not something I can go and read? I'm sorry. I think your Matthew story is will be a great story. You do. You're gonna like. You're gonna say, well, I hope it come out. Hey, let me see. It said it's gonna be. It didn't give a date time when this show is gonna come. No date. He just did the deal. Maybe we'll get it this year. So hopefully we'll see it. Like I said though, V, this ain't nothing that I'm trying to go. You know, this is something like right along with Wendy Williams on Lifetime. I think it's a perfect one of those lines, but we'll see. Black Swan, good morning to you. B1, Wendy's contract was signed in blood. Blood and a little bit of sweat. Maybe Wendy could use a social media platform for a show. You know, she don't even know how to type. She came out and told her she does not know how to do social media. Someone else runs her social media. And that's the crazy part. Like, girl, you the queen of gossip in the world of social media, and you don't know how to send a tweet, let alone post an IG story. I mean, for the, you know, you aging backwards, baby. Y'all, Wendy will not be back on TV anytime soon, if ever. The best option for her will be a podcast. Radio will probably not take a chance with her. A podcast could be done on her terms. Oh, a podcast could definitely be done on her terms. She could be sitting at home with her legs up, recording it. You know, I definitely know that we'll miss seeing her, the image of Wendy on TV should she decide not to ever come back on TV anytime soon. But a podcast in the meantime will be great. I would just love to listen to her, you know, kick the shit, you know, tell us what's going on, get her take on some stuff. I would love to get her take on what's going on with some of this Kanye West stuff. It'll be interesting. So, you know, there is a lane for her somewhere. MK story won't happen for at least 2 to 3 years at the earliest. You sound like you speaking the fact. You know, V, she can't type. My lord, she can't type. What you? Oh no, she can't. No. Honest roll. Wendy admits to us that she doesn't know how to do anything. She tells us. She says, like, I don't know how to do that stuff. I let somebody else do it. I'm like, okay, great for your business. Really, she doesn't know how. Right. Y'all acting like I'm bullshitting with y'all. Good morning, Risa. Risa, thank you and good morning. 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 Just thank you and good morning. Thank you and good morning. Please hit the like button, you all. Please hit the like button. Baby, I just checked. Like, I, it's crazy. Just thank you. Appreciate you so much. Um, all right. So the next one is, this is a little interesting. So we did Maury. This rapper was killed. He's a Florida rapper. He was killed. Miami rapper Baby Cino murdered minutes after being released from jail. Now, I've never listened to this rapper before, and it caught me off guard because he was literally killed minutes after leaving jail, after walking out of jail. First of all, before I even read the story, do you all know how symbolic, like how crazy that is to literally, and I don't even think he was in there for a long time. I think he was in there for a little bit, posted bond, but literally come out and you're targeted. You're walking, get in the car moves and you get shot and you're dead. Like, what kind of sign is that on your life? Like, wow, that shit, it caught me like, wow, that's a double negative. Like, you're walking out of jail and you get shot. That's like one of the viral clips, y'all. Oh my God. This lady was walking into the bank and the bank door fell on her. I said, bitch, you rich. Bitch, you rich. I would have said, she gonna get up. And then this man gonna come over and try to help her. I said, get off me. Fuck off me. What you get off me? I've been sitting there neck contortion and all kind of shit. Starting speaking in alien. No. All kind of shit. But y'all gotta see this viral clip. The door fell on her, and the man gonna rush over to try to help pull the door off. I was y'all see the clip. I was, bitch, if you don't get your mother, I would have whooped his ass as soon as I got up. The fuck off me. But it's crazy. So let me read you all this story. So the 20-year-old Florida native was released from Miami-Dade jail on Wednesday afternoon after posting bond on a gun charge. As the red Nissan he was riding in turned onto the Palm Meadow Expressway, he was ambushed in broad daylight. Starks was struck in the head, still wearing the wristband given to inmates at the Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center. Can you fucking believe that shit? The driver, 20-year-old Dante Collins Banks, was wounded. Witnesses reported seeing a dark-colored vehicle fleeing the area at a high rate of speed, but detectives have yet to identify any suspects. Starks was arrested on Tuesday night, the night prior, by members of Miami-Dade's police robbery intervention detail unit. Whew. And this is what happens when you live that life. So what it sounds like is that he was arrested for a robbery. And then as soon as he was released after posting bail on the gun charge and got into this red Nissan that he was waiting for, he was struck by a gun that obviously was targeting him. Don't know if the robbery was in connection to him being shot and killed, but it sounds like that sounds like the most plausible thing that happened. Sad. And it really makes you have to rethink the shit you do. Like, really, I know we want to live a gangster thug life and you want to be a thug and you want, not even me, because I don't even want to live no gangster thug life. I tell you all day, I'm not a gangster or a thug. But you have to realize that everybody don't look at you as being no thug or no gangster. Somebody is always going to be trying to one up your ass. So here we go. You big bad robber with a gun, and now you walk out with the gun, with the wrist, the thing still on your wrist, shot and killed. Rest in peace to you. My condolences to your family, and the message to the community, rap community or whatever community you belong to, where every day is a thing of violence. Find something else. Like, even if it's 10% of your time, just find something else and pray that that 10% becomes 20 and that 20 becomes 30 and that 30 becomes 40. Seriously, let me see what you all are talking about. V, I'm for real. You be knowing. Wendy didn't even have DVR on her cable. Clearly. So she would have to tell them, right? Remember on her show, she would tell them, they would send her clips and stuff because she wouldn't know in real time what was happening. That shit is embarrassing. I'm able to catch her live and I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy to see you too, Risa. Thank you. That's sad. Yeah, that's a setup. Yeah, that was. It was a very much so. Good morning, Miss Toby. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Well, who is he and what was he arrested for? Sad. Very sad how our youth is dying in these streets. Unless Matthew Knowles is going to be honest, like talk about him in side pieces, explain why his own daughters and Kelly Rowland fired him. I see that. You just here for the mess, Black Swan. And you know what? I am too. CV, this is what we have to hear from him from. This is what we want to hear. I don't want to hear nothing about how you was in the backyard one day, you heard Beyonce humming and you just decided that she need to be in the I don't. Beyonce tell us enough how she came out. We need you to give us the juice. Girl, I'm telling you, laid there. The bank, if you're talking about the bank, I'm talking about laid. Even if it hurt me, I would have been laying there. I would have laid there, called all. I'd have been rich. I'm telling you now. I'd have got out of the hospital 2 days later. Like, so where do I sign? Of definitely a setup. Sounds like a hit. Yeah, well, it had to be. And that's what made me think like the robbery might be in connection to him being taken out. I don't know if he was messing with the wrong folks, which is why I said people always think they're the toughest guy or the baddest guy on the block. You really got to be careful. And I got another, damn it, I can't wait to show y'all these clips. Oh, God damn it. I hate, I don't know why my upload act like this. It be feeling like it takes 50. It said when I first hit upload after I put the video together, it says 15 hours. And then it started weeding itself down to like 14, 13, 12. Last night around 8 o'clock, I pushed the upload on it thinking it was going to be like an hour upload like the other one. That bad boy said 15 hours. I said, fuck this shit. This is that pissed me off. So I re-uploaded this morning. So I'm waiting for it to upload. Maybe it'll hit while this is going on or afterwards. But I did put a good collection together for you all. So definitely check it out. Had me rolling. Oh, yes. You know, when you get to speaking foreign, driving home now from my Pilates class, listening to guys, oh, your Pilates gone. Pilates, it's very sad. Someone wanted him quiet forever. I thought Thuggery went out of style. You know, Lincoln, I did too. And, you know, I did too. I thought it was just like a facade. Like, we know that you're acting. Sort of like Tiffany Haddish. You know how Tiffany Haddish, when we see her sometimes in her raw character, we like, so that's what I thought Thug was. You got to be that on stage. These niggas is really out here thinking that it's okay to be that way, and I'm going to get away with it. Like some folks do, but not everyone does. And so, I mean, I can go on all day about it. And I'm not the hardest nigga out here or the thuggiest, but I do realize that you have to get to a point where your age speaks first and not your thug behavior. And that's just real stuff. Hey, Miss Dovey, good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Seems like they were waiting for him, allegedly. No, they were. Oh, they were. Oh, they were. If you kill someone outside of jail, that's heavy. Too many cops are already there. I mean, think about the story. Don't forget Kelly Rowland is supposed to be his daughter too. See, now you see what I see somebody else wanting to mess. So I think V is right. I think everybody is going to want to hear this Matthew Knowles story. As much as we just sat here and said, hell no. Listen, you're right, but we only want to hear it for this kind of stuff. Like I want to hear, is Kelly Rowland really his daughter? No, I don't think Kelly Rowland is really his daughter. No. Good morning, Shantae. Good morning to you. Good morning, news crew. Good morning. How bold does I'm gonna have to be to do a hit at the police station? What does it say about the cops? They don't give a fuck about a rapper, you know, black. I don't know, because I would say that, but I don't know. I've never been at this Miami-Dade police. I don't have no experience there, but it could quite possibly be they don't give a fuck about those people. They could have not known. He could have went on a corner further down the street from the police station. I don't know. But it does speak volumes that people feel that comfortable and that bold. Shit, I'm gonna tell you right now, where I live, the city I live in, bitch, they'll go down the police headquarters downtown. Literally has strip clubs around the corner. Literally, when there's protests, they have to surround the police station with barricades, not the buildings, not everything else. They protect the police station. And one day I was, I was down there. I'm like, this shit is crazy. But to me, because I lived in Chicago, the shit ain't no different, baby. It ain't no different to me. But it just is. It makes you wonder, like, damn, is the city prepared to handle what they're receiving? It makes you wonder. It makes you ask those questions. Um, she knows her father and has her kid over. Right. I remember that story. I remember the story about her father. I remember that. And I remember her telling us about her abuse. And I never would have thought Kelly Rowland was being abused by that guy, that producer guy. I never would have thought it in a million years. You never know who's being abused. You just think people would just be like, bitch, I'm Kelly Rowland. What the fuck you gonna slap me? But she talked about it, how even Jasmine Sullivan talked about it too, about her domestic violence with her dude, even in the thick of her being an artist and a celebrity. And you really don't know, because you be sitting here thinking like, you a whole celebrity out here. You can get any man you want, but it ain't about that. It's a lot deeper than that. So, but that's Kelly Rowland's story, not Matthew Knowles' story. So again, he got to dig deep. He got to dig deep. Yeah, she was on there. And did you hear the part where she said Kelly Rowland Beyonce and Michelle would kick her butt if she took her heels off on the red carpet? I thought that was so like, okay, for throwing them in. Good morning, Sincerely Blessed. It's good to see you this morning. Good morning to you. Kelly always knew who her dad was and just reunited with him after 30 years. Yeah, Kelly, she is very beautiful. Yes, she is. It's them dimples for me. It's the dimples. It's that whole looking like she about to smile, but she not. I like people who look like they're about to smile, but they're not. Like they always got that friendly face, even when they don't look like they're about to. It's a pleasure to look at a person like that. So they weren't at the police station. I thought I heard him say he was turning. Yes, he was turning. Oh, that's what I was saying. He was further down the street. That's what he's like, further down the street. But even that, like, God, you couldn't let the man almost get to the express. He didn't even get on the expressway. He literally was down the street about to turn onto the expressway. Pop, I can only imagine a person driving that car like, damn, bro, sitting there having a conversation, man. Yo, we out. We got to change our lifestyle. Well, this is me. I know I'll be telling my friend, we got to change our lifestyle. We can't do this shit no more. Yo, I'm not picking you up from here no more. I'm not doing this shit. No, I'm not doing this. And then all of a sudden, pop. That's not the ministry or the lifestyle I want to live. I can't. I'm already paranoid and have high anxiety. No. Good morning, Kings Mina. Good morning to you. I pray on this Monday. I tell you, these motherfuckers on this job. Oh, we sending them good. I'm sending some good vibes your way. And don't make me send a pot of hot grease their way. Okay. I hope you have a great day in the office this morning. Period. Facts, right? Who and where is Kelly Rowland real pappy? Man, we are not about to do this. We is not about to do Kelly. Out of the whole group, Kelly is your fave. We don't went off into a tangent, and I don't even care. Is Kelly your fave out the group? Because I was having a conversation with somebody who told me Michelle was their favorite out the group, and that was like a 2-hour conversation. I'm like, so is this because of the way she sounds, or it's everything? This is everything. The way she just blossomed from the group and became her own artist. So where she became her own artist at? I'm digging. I'm like, who are we talking about? The same art? I'm like, so what's your favorite song of hers? And he went to go sing a part. I said, oh, okay. I know what you're. So that's what I was saying. Is Kelly your favorite out the whole group? Solange would be my favorite out the whole group. Her mama passed away right before her son was born. She favors her mom, Black Swan. Please, King Roman knows Tina Turner was abused by. Oh, right. Yes, and we never knew it exactly. Absolutely. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to miss that one. That's a major one. That story always gets me though. But yeah, you always be so surprising when you see women. I remember years ago I used to think that about Monique and her husband when it first came out that she calls him daddy. I used to be like, no, I wonder if because you automatically think she's a bigger woman, so she's going to be insecure about who she is, and so it'll lead to abuse. But as she grew older as a person, and I started watching her more, that's the last thing I would think when it comes to Mo and her husband. That's me in my mind. But you just never fucking know. It's always the ones you think don't be the ones, and it's the ones you don't think be the ones just dealing with it because they have their own sort of issues. So Yeah, Black Swan. Her mom is. Oh yeah, we still. Y'all, Brandy was. Oh yes, I remember Brandy, and my ex best friend used to love him some Brandy. Look at this. That's a whole episode right here. Hidden abuse in the industry. I'm just afraid that I'll get like I get attacked. But I would love to put something like this together, even if because there's men who's also been abused by women, and we don't even know about that, in the industry as well. Abusive women. Yeah, I remember hearing some. I got to find out who. Wouldn't shock me if Mariah Carey is an abusive woman. My mystery. Okay. That room always had me eyes. Kelly is my favorite as well. Who said Michelle? Girl. And he was really dead ass serious. And I was just like, wow. Because his thing was, it's not about where I saw a person or how I met them. I like to see how a person blossoms into this person. And he feels like out of all of the three women, she's the only one who blossomed and defined her own self. Like she's not bound by Beyonce. You can literally see her doing her own thing, and then you can see Kelly. I said, I know, because those two can sing, and she was just contractually obligated. I mean, you're not gonna do that. I'm not, because I know somebody gonna be mad at me. Everything from Michelle is a gospel solo artist. Michelle, really? Shantae, you like Michelle? Okay, all right. Look, Michelle is cool. I will hang with Michelle. We can go to the mall, go probably have a meal. We can go to a concert together, but I don't necessarily have to go see her on the stage. We can go together though, but I don't have to see her on the stage. But she's cool. She mad cool. Like she's the kind of friend you want to get dressed up with Halloween and go trick or treating. Girl, what you wearing this week? Solange is definitely. I love Solange individualism. I love her being. I love the fact that she will do some shit, and you just be like, "Well, now what the fuck are you doing?" But then you see reams of that in Beyonce's work, and then other folks' work. When you started seeing her come out with all of these choreographed folks in pools, in these very deserted locations, it's almost like you get a wide location with like a lot of people and get a wide angle and put some choreography together. And that was sort of her mark when she was doing a lot of her her Saint album. And then you could see when Run the World came out, Beyonce was pulling a lot of that imagery from her sister. And I think it was a support thing. I think her sister is more soulful, more, substance, in depth, in tune with what's going on. And I think her sister relies on her to help, feed her that. And, if my sister was rich like that, I wouldn't mind giving her like, yo, you should do that. That'd be dope. So I think they feed off each other. That's why I say I like Solange, because I feel like she's just, bitch, I don't care. You got a blunt, she's like that. And where she don't have to have all that pressure. Sometimes I forget about Michelle. I think they forgot about Michelle sometimes. Well, she is beautiful. Motivation. That song was a shit. That was my summer too. I remember that like it was nothing. Michelle would still be singing back over Monica. Oh my God. If Matthew Knowles had longer than 2 weeks to find replacements, Michelle would still be singing back up for Monica. I'm mad. They all have a distinct voice. Oh my God. Oh, no shade, but Solange is more talented artist than B. Wanye. I think I say it right. But you never expect that coming from concerning the household Brandy comes from. What women like if their husbands called them mother. I think only in the Latino. I think because don't they call their woman mommy? I don't know mommy. Come here, mommy. Hey, yo, what up, mommy? Yeah, I mean, to some people that's a form of endearment, and then women call their man poppy, or I don't like using poppy. That just is too out of my character comfort zone. I could use the word daddy, but yeah, I'm not doing that. Mommy. What up, mommy? Yeah, they do. I do. They call them mommy, shorty, all of that kind of stuff. Don't call me no damn mommy. Do y'all think Beyonce and Kelly look alike? Hell no. No. No, not by a large shot. Tommy Mottola used to mentally abuse Mariah, but I don't know how about physical abuse. Oh yeah. Mariah was by her first husband. He was emotionally abusive. I don't get Miss Williams twisted. Okay. Would you go see Michelle and Williams in concert by herself if the ticket was like $60? Mottola messed Mariah up. He was abusive mentally and emotionally. Mentally, okay. Okay, allegedly. I have 4 girls. Me and their dads told them, don't be letting nobody put hands on you. We never beat you and we created you. Listen, on a right morning after the shower with the towel still on past the mirror and that's on, I'm doing a whole scene. Motivation. What? It did don't have me know the whole lyrics to the song now. I'm gonna be honest. Solange music does nothing for me. I feel like she gets all the attention because she's the antithesis of Beyonce. Everybody say that she's the opposite of Beyonce. I can see that. I can feel you that. I understand. I know what you mean. Solange is definitely you have to feel it like that. She's definitely a session kind of vibe. Like you literally gotta be somewhere where everybody's sitting Indian style. You're around a table with a some hot stones. Okay, that's really her vibe, and I'll be here for it. Your turban on my head, sitting there, all folded up. I'm with it. All right, let's get to these stories. All right, where we left off at? Y'all play too much. So Frank Ocean, I posted this on my wall, but I wanted to make an honorable mention because I really didn't even know that Frank Ocean had a jewelry line and that it was as successful as it is. But apparently Drake rocks this this $1.9 million piece from Homer, Frank Ocean's high-end apparel and accessories brand. Now the piece is called Spear Legs High Jewelry Necklace. It's the most expensive offering from the imprint. And so I have a little picture here. You might not be able to see it. And from this picture, you may call it like ugly, but I definitely think this is a look, and I definitely think it's a very metrosexual thing. You know, a lot of people like to wear chokers and shit, but this is a really icy type choker. So I thought it was cute. I ain't got 1.9 million to spend on no damn necklace like that on my neck, but to those who do you. I definitely think it's metro, and I definitely think it's gonna pop. You know, metrosexual stuff sells at this point right now. You know, everything is very about being trendy and being very metro. So the tight skinny jeans and you know the side bags that everybody's wearing, and you know they're very very trendy. And so I see this as being another one that's about to be on there. Hold on, I'm trying to pull this picture up for you all. It ain't nowhere but right here. It ain't nowhere but right here, and it's just a small one because I couldn't get a all right, can you all see it? Is it big enough? Let me know if you see it or not, but you can go and Google it too. When I find the image, I'm gonna put it on my community wall. 1.9 million for it. Shout out to Frank Ocean. I mean, if you can get that bag like that, if you can start, I tell you, if he can start selling jewelry like that to celebrities, the man will be wealthy. He'll be right the fuck up there with Jay-Z, Kanye, and Drake. So kudos to him. And Frank Ocean is like, I was never like wanting him to be my boo or nothing like that, but he's somebody I would definitely love to like chill with, kick it with. What up, Frank? So shout out to you for that. Okay, I love me some Frank Ocean. I actually enjoyed her music a while back when she was in her Diana Ross bag. You remember that? My ex, and I spoke about him when I did my vlog. He liked it, Solange, and before I lived where I live now, I came here for a concert, and we ended up getting on a train from where I am to DC. and he had his headphones on. He's sitting there singing all loud through the train, Solange. And I'm sitting here looking like, do I say something or do I try to be like, oh, you can do you? For I knew I got up and went and sat in another seat. Jonathan, don't play with me ever again in your life. Don't. That was so embarrassing. And then he called himself taking a picture of me knocked out, sleep in the train. I don't give a damn. Don't be singing like that, knowing you can't sing. Harden, she was straight up playing in our faces. 1.9 million. That's heavy. If he sells like, let's say he sells like 50 of those, you know what I'm saying? And then just thinking about how Kanye sells in the, the fashion business, I think it's a lick for him. You know how he feels about, did you see the necklace? It wasn't the photo. I'm sorry. Did you see it? Let me know if you saw it. I'm sorry. It's a small, it's on his, you can't even see my arrow. Let me see if I can pull up something where it's bigger. Oh. I think I like it, if you ask me. Okay. It's just, oh, here it go. Oh, so this came out August 6, 2021. The Homer line. So that means I need to figure this one out. I got the picture. Hold on. I got a bigger one for you all to see because I think this one is you can see why. If you saw it on the way he wears it, it looks a little bit like Metro, but this is a little up closer so you can see exactly what some of the detail is, but I like it. I mean, I bet you I promise you, you're gonna start seeing a lot of other people wear something similar, if not like it. Drake a trendsetter anyways. At the braids, now I started seeing other people start doing these damn braids. I'm like, come on, not everybody can do braids. I remember my friend braided my hair. That shit, I just looked like a little ass girl. It was not for me. So that's it, you all. You see it? It's sort of different. It's sort of big. It's flashy, but it's more of like a chain choker. I thought it was cute. I'm gonna post it on my community wall. You all let me know what you think about it. Again, 1.9 milli. I ain't mad at him. I can't tell me I'm mad at him. All right, now let's go into this. It's so sad because I'm a big fan of Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi is deciding that he is going to step away from social media after posting a pic on the on IG last night. I want to say it was yesterday, a couple of days ago, and I didn't find anything wrong with the pic, but apparently there were comments under the picture. People were making, saying some nasty things. I don't know if you all saw the picture or not, but I have the picture here. And we can talk about what people were alluding to, saying, look like he's on drugs. But to me, Kid Cudi always looks a little bit estranged. And that's okay. Like, I think I like it for him. I like him looking estranged. I hope he ain't mad if I say something like that. Kid, I like you and go up for you. I was just saying you just look like you don't have to be long to where you be at. That's all. Damn. That's why I don't be talking shit. I don't be saying that about nobody. Where's the picture? And then it's acting slow again. I see you all, but I couldn't see none of my screen. All right, tell me if y'all see the picture now. This is the picture of him that he posted on. So I don't see nothing wrong with it. But obviously it got to him, and which lets me know that he's still impacted by what he's going through. You know what I'm saying? He's still offended. I don't know if you got a chance to see his documentary. I think it's on Amazon Prime Video. But Kid Cudi is definitely still, he was a substance abuser. he did stay away from the media for a while to deal with himself. Then also recently he had that stint with Kanye West on social media, which also played into him not really feeling too good about being on social media. You know, a while ago he stepped back from social media. He came out, he was having fun with it. And so now he's ready to go back in hiding on social media. And he said he'll keep his Twitter. And I think Twitter is safe for everyone. Like I got I got like 7 Twitters for every different mindset in my world. Is it in the photo we're seeing now? Because I see, oh yeah. Okay, yeah. You can see it. Details, not so much, but go off. Okay, Ocean and company. I'm not mad. Get money, bitch. You look. You know, not Frank. Frank, we probably be going after the same. That's what. At least real recognize real. You know what I'm saying? Like at least I know how I can. That's why when we do talk about the bad boys, we can talk. And I can't wait to start doing reviews on this show because I get to really talk to you all about how I reside in the gay community. But if I know that me and you might be interested in the same thing, I'm not gonna be competing with you or none of that. Bitch, let's just be friends. Like, let's just chill. I ain't got fucking time to be sitting here trying to who going, bitch, go do it. I don't give a fuck. If he wants you, then go get it. It's mad niggas out here. And so I feel like with Frank Ocean, we could just be like dope, cool. You know what I'm saying? He put on some music and I roll up and then we order some food and invite some niggas over, you know, chill. Hold up in DMV, we went in the house. We in the house. Baby, that necklace is a bag for Drake. Frank Ocean always been smart. Ain't it? Ain't it? Yes, he is. I'm with him. Where's Frank music? That's the thing. Frank in his music, I think he has to really, really be feeling something to do music. He's one of those mood music artists. Like, I don't think he just dropped music. And then he had that issue with putting his music on Apple Music. And then I think the label wanted to sue him because he put it exclusively his second album, like the Blonde follow up to his album from the label. He exclusively uploaded the stream Apple Music. And I think they didn't like that. It was some big deal. So I don't know if he's still battling it out with his label in terms of his music, but he definitely has mood music. I miss his music too. And his artistry, his chemistry, his imagery, you know, his visuals that he put out. Frank is definitely a cool artist. He's been in the business since 2011 or 2021. 2011. He's been in the business a lot longer than that, though. Frank. Are you talking about Drake? Drake, I want to say 2007, 2006 is when we really started hearing about him. Leave it up to him. He gonna say 2004. I heard him say it in the song. I said, nobody know about you. You were still in Degrassi. What's that symbol up front that necklace is made of? Let me see. What is the symbol? Hi. It turns out that it's called Depop Dupes. And apparently he wore this piece in the Channel Orange era, which was my favorite era. That was like my favorite era. So it's called Depop Dupes. DEPOP DUPES. Weird. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Depop Dupes. Choker. One time I had some pop beads and my sis was messing brown and stuff. Come out the room with them. They talking about getting up borrow this choker. Bet you said, would you say yes? Take it, girl. Take it. It's yours. Gives too much sometimes. Celebrities be sensitive. Yeah, you can't read the comments. Period. You got to pull a Kim Kardashian. You got to hide your comments. I don't see anything wrong with Cudi. He looks like himself in that. Right. Nothing wrong with him. I don't understand why he feels like that. Like sometimes you're just getting older. You just getting older, dog. You getting older. It's nothing wrong with you. Like these people will say some fucked up shit about you. You just got to accept that shit. Like, bro, you are the one they're looking at. You're not looking at them. Like, what? I would be so like, I would so be his friend. And you calling me with this bullshit again? Are you really calling me with this bullshit again? Get the fuck off IG. I tell them straight up, get off. You don't need to be on there. You know, some people need to just let their management do their social media. Kanye thrown right in that boat. and Azalea Banks. Azalea ain't too far from him. Azalea is 2 Percocets from showing her cat on social media. I'm telling you, you know when she's off one, when she's really fucked up. She's all over social media, popping on people that ain't got nothing to do with her. Julia Fox ain't have shit to do with her. You about to fight this woman? The fuck are you doing? Kanye is a menace. I'm praying for him. I am. He does look a little bit funny looking. Must be the camera. See, hot spicy tea. People were saying he looked like he's still on drugs, flat out. Like, are you still on drugs? And he said it's not good for him to see that in his mental state where he is now. Again, maybe high, maybe a blunt, but it don't look like hardcore drugs. You gotta let that shit go, man. You really do. Because at this point, you just gonna not be yourself. You're gonna age eventually. Like, what's our hot mess moment? I got my favorites already too. And one of my favorites cutting up. I'm like, really? I can't wait to reach out to these people. I can't wait, y'all. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. Yeah, they cutting up on Bad Boys. Oh, baby. Frank only does music when he's moved. He ain't one. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he is definitely a move artist. Like, it's like he don't give a fuck. Like, okay. He said right now the thing about him is he's all about taking care of his family. At this point in his life, every move he makes is to benefit his family. And I said that's called sustainability. That makes sense. If I take care of you, then I know that I'll be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? It'll continue that generational wealth. So Kid Cudi is way too soft for social media. He wants to bring things to the public, but expects everyone to rainbow and butterflies when the real world is harsh. You just don't care. Yeah, I love his music, his jury line. Oh, the name of his jury line is called Homer, but it's a whole different name. Homer something something. Homer record. The first, basically you can just call it Homer, but he calls it a Homer collection, and it's an independent American luxury company. So it's a whole line of cartoon color enamel pendants, dozens of diamond encrusted bracelets, patterned silk scarves, gold rings sculpted into the word "okay." A Homer store is expected to open. Okay. Here for a bag. I love Degrassi. Depop dupe. So definitely Degrassi or the Drake one. No, Zilly gives us labs and the real tea. Kind of just said bit it. All right, let's move on. So we talk about how did we all feel? If you all listen, how did you all feel about Normani's Fair? And be real. Like, let's not sugarcoat this just because we're trying to go up for her. How did you all feel about the song? Warm reviews, Luke reviews. I just I was gonna play the song, but I just don't want to get a copyright strike, so I just leave it alone. But hopefully you all had a chance to hear the song. Um, it's growing on me. That's all I'm gonna say about it. It's growing on me. It's definitely not what I had expected from her. Wasn't expecting from her, but it's growing on me. And what she's saying about this song is that, I was expecting something a little bit. This song really captures me in one of my most vulnerable moments. Normani said in the statement, sharing this record makes me uncomfortable because you have never really seen me in this light. Definitely aware that you might feel like you don't know much about me, but that's only because it's what makes me feel protected. I am really forcing myself to let go here. This is huge for me, and hopefully this piece of art resonates. Love is beautiful, yet so terrifying. I adore you guys to the moon and back. Y'all haven't heard? Okay, you know what? Let me play a little. I'm gonna play a little snippet of it. I don't care. Let me speed up to a part. So like I said, it wasn't what I expected. It's a grower. It's definitely a song that'll grow on you if you let it play long enough. I think the live version of this song will probably fare a lot better, which is why most of us are waiting on maybe a visual for this. But this could have stayed on the album as like a third or fourth single. I tell you, so even Summer did the same shit when she dropped her album. She had that fucking single with the City Girls released, and we were like, "What are you doing?" And then we get the album, and it's like all these songs, and that's the single you lead with. Girl, you almost lost the whole fucking crowd of people. I'm glad you can sing, and I'm glad it was some other songs on there. But if you lead with shit like that, you'd have left me. So listening to Fair and Normani, it's like, is this what you want us to think that we're going to be expecting for the on this album? And you know, could have been a second or third. I don't know. But based on what you all heard, what do you all think? Did you all like it? I cringed so hard watching the Bad Boys and was slightly embarrassed, but I couldn't turn away. I should probably bring that up to my therapist. No, I couldn't. And the whole time I kept saying, now look at this dumbass. Now why we gonna talk about it. Kanye be setting himself up to be roasted. Period. Warm review, right? Okay, we on the same page. I haven't heard it yet. Okay, it's okay. Good morning, y'all. I like Relly and Andrew is funny. That feud is everything. Yeah, I knew Andrew wasn't gonna be on the show, but all they want to do is fight. And the two white dudes was like, "Look, bitch, let's get this shit out the way. They want us to fight, girl. Let's just make this shit up, okay? Look, I'm gonna swing on you. You swing on me." And then next thing you know, they fight in the air, and they in the room together. I said, "Look at this shit." I said, but it was smart. Hey, we the only two white dudes here. Let's go ahead and do what we fucking gotta do. You swing on me, I swing back, so people know we can fight, we can do it. I was laughing at that show the whole way. Don't like it. Okay. I only respect the original Degrassi. They were ahead of their time. The Drake one is cheesy. The original had real soul. I shut my mouth when it comes to Normani, negative Normani talk. I need my black sisters to win. I do too. I do too. But that song is just it's a growing win. That's what it is. Thank you. It's not the best choice for a promo single. That was a great way to say it. It is not the best choice for her promo single. She does this all the time. When Wildcard came out, I didn't know that the highest placement that song was 14 on the chart, meaning that every single that she's came out with, she's never really had one by herself where it's touched up there. And so, like, are we not in the Wildcard would have been high had she not put Cardi B on there. So I don't know what the hell she's doing, but I mean, we're gonna keep giving her chances, but eventually we're gonna be looking at her like, what's up? All right, so this was very, very sad. I know everybody talked about it and saw it over the weekend. Oh, hold up now. You said it sounded like she better not be trying to pull a full moon vibe. We can't have none of that. She can't do it, and we don't want it. I do not want her trying to remake Brandy's very, very classic Full Moon. Are you saying the album or the song? Must be a full moon. That song. I had to hear that again. No, she can't. Now, see, she need to find her own fucking lane. Now, let's be real though, Miss Toby. Had Normani featured Brandy on that single, then we're talking. Now you're in a whole different lane. You're like, now you're trying to make some music. You're not trying to pull a stunt with Cardi B on it. You see what I'm saying? That would have been dope. That would have been dope as hell. So Lakevia Jackson was gunned down, very senseless gun down. I mean, and to know that it was over a fucking bowling ball, it kills me. This is truly an atrocity. A young lady has lost her life over a bowling ball. Took place at the Metro's Fun Center along Metropolitan Parkway in Southwest Atlanta. The 31-year-old was attending a birthday celebration for her best friend. There was a fight over the bowling ball, and then the suspect waited 20 minutes in the parking lot for Lakevia. The unnamed man fatally shot her while she was leaving the venue. Literally waited 20 minutes for her and shot her while she was leaving the venue. We talk about conflict resolution time and time again, and this is an escalated dispute. So we will work this case through the night and we will find the person responsible. We know who are, so go ahead and turn yourself in. Jackson is the mother to at least one of the 30-year-old rapper's children, but it remains unclear how many children they share. APD will not be releasing the identity or details about the suspected shooter, but it is believed they are close to making an arrest, thanks to surveillance and ballistic evidence obtained at the scene, as well as witness testimony. Again, very, 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 very sad, tragic and sad. Nobody expected this. And I always, the one question I always ask is like, where are the signs? Did we see the signs? Did anybody know anything like this could have potentially happened? And you just never know. There's always not enough signs in the fucking world to help you predict when something wrong is going to happen. It's just not. There's not a perfect sign. But what I'm saying is, had that incident was going on so crazy in the bowling alley, no one thought to call the police, or like, because I guess, that's Young Thug's baby mom. He better not try it, because I'm just trying to think, like, had I been there and I saw something like that going on, I damn sure probably would have been leaving before everyone exit, damn sure before she exit, or would I have called the police? Because I see this blow up, and me knowing how blow ups can oftentimes lead to these deadly incidents, would I be that person to call the police to tip them off so they can be on the scene? If I'm not, then that's the message I'm telling myself now, and I'm telling everyone, like, when you see some shit, go with your instinct. If your instinct telling you to bitch, you need to run, then you might need to make exit stage left. And I'm speaking to, in this incident, or if it's to call the police, who would have known if they'd have called the police, you know what I'm saying, and de-escalated the situation, or what would have happened, you know what I'm saying? So it's sad. It's sad. The baby doesn't see their mother again. Senseless. Who wants their child to be dead because of a bowling ball, an argument? Now, what it sounds like is whoever the suspect who shot Lakivia, the suspect who shot Lakivia, just the name, it appears that they must have known them. Like, they must have been a familiar party with the entourage that was there with her, because they're saying that witness testimony, surveillance footage, and ballistic testing is pointing to one person, and that they know who this person is, and they should go ahead and turn themselves in instead of making the police do all of this work to really point it at them. So it just leads me to believe that they all know who it is, which is even another sad layer to this story. Like, wow, So it's sad. Rest in peace, Lakivia Jackson. My condolences to your family, your children, your mother, your siblings. Absolutely, it's definitely a hard time anytime somebody loses a loved one, especially something tragic like this. The song, the Normani making her own decisions, or is the label telling her what to do? Oh, at this point, it's the label. It's not. It's really. It has to be the label. Some of the decisions that she's made. When what was that song that she performed on? Was it VH1 or MTV Awards? And I just was like, this is just not. And it was just not my. It was like very popish. But then you want to come and sell music, like your videos are very R&B ish, but your live performance gave me very popish. So it's hard. It's like the label is definitely dwindling that fence. Like, you're gonna be this or you're gonna be that. We want you to be a little bit of both. And I don't think it's working for her. My God, very sad. Imagine being in prison for a bowling alley fight. Okay. It's very heartbreaking. Yeah, it is. It really is. And it's senseless. It's senseless. I'm waiting for more details to come out, because I want to, I'm nosy as hell. So I want to know, to the extent, what was the fucking argument about? She grabbed your ball and refused to give it back to you, and that was the only ball there that your fingers could fit. I'm just trying to put some shit together. Or you grabbed her ball and she told you to give it back, and she was on call to police or something. Like, or you was in the wrong lane. Like, there's nothing and no fucking bowling alley. Are you kidding me? Like, it's sad. No, why are my comments acting like this? My comments are not showing. All right. Got my comments. Facts. I want to know too. Yeah, I mean, I definitely need to know more details of this story. I don't think I've heard anything from Young Thug yet. Everyone is sending their condolences to, the family. Again, I'll keep you tuned to this story. And I hate to say, just be mindful, y'all. Pick up the motherfucking phone, call the police if you have to. Sometimes it's worth it. You'll always be able to save another person's life. I'll always exit. Baby, I'm trying to tell you, when you know better, you just know. Like, I'll be like, what she say? Get your shit. Let's get ready to roll. Let's get up out of here. Y'all gonna see another clip. Please check the video out. Y'all gonna see another clip of somebody in Walmart. I don't know if you've ever been in Walmart where somebody pulls out a gun and every Walmart goes crazy. Well, we got a clip that happened this past week. This man was in Walmart and shit went left. And baby, everybody went left. And I could just see myself going left. But people were stealing shit, looting and leaving and shit. But we're going to talk about that too. So yes, I always exit stage left. All right. Now, the next topic I want to talk about is Lotto. So I don't know if you all heard what has happened to her. I think this is definitely sad. I think this is embarrassing as hell, and I'm glad that she shared this because some of us may have not known that this is what people really deal with in the community. And so I wanted to share this one little vocal with you all, but let me see if I can. Will you let me share? Or are you gonna be like that? All right, let me know if y'all can see my screen. All right.
Like, I'm clearing my album right now, and it's been like difficult to deal with these men. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to keep it business, and then they want to like.
What do you mean by that?
So like, I don't care. Like, baby, I'm gonna just keep it 100. It's a feature on my album that it was difficult to clear, and they like trying to drop their nuts on me because I won't respond to a DM.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really? Is it and without saying the name, but is it artist or producer or somebody?
Artist. Ain't that some shit? So I started trying to think, like, who could she be talking about on her album? I started trying to think about all the features that she could possibly have. I went to her Twitter to see if she retweeted people or focused, and I was really left clueless at what artist would be holding her to the fact that you need to give me some before I release this track. Now, we know that happens in the industry. Duh, it happens. Shit like that happens. But I never knew it to the point where the artist had the control of whether an album will move forward or not. I knew that they would have the control whether the single could move forward, but at a point, a label would say, all right, we're going to do this whether they clear it or not. So obviously this person must be someone close to her label or someone who has a little bit of leverage over her through the label. And so now she's just sitting here in this limbo. And so it was scheduled to be released March 25th. Now it's not going to be released. It has a scheduled to be released date on it. So very sad. I'm shocked. I'm really, really shocked. Like, damn, like I know it happens and you never really hear about it because it just handles itself, whether it's good or bad, definitely something happens. And so for her to admit this out publicly, I'm interested to see if she's going to tell us who and what these features will look like. It's very sad. Me Too movement still going on, and we're here in 2022. He might as well turn himself in. He dead on the street. For real. No, he really is. You right about that. You right about that. You might as well go ahead and do what you need to do. Yeah. All right. And the next thing I want to talk about is Lil Baby and Jada. So apparently they've broken off their little thing because she alleges that he's, cheating on her with another female rapper, and that allegedly she met up with the female rapper. Oh, this is all allegedly. She met up with the female rapper and they had a conversation about it. And after that conversation, that's when she decided to break it off with Lil Baby because things were confirmed. And I'm sitting thinking, like, okay, so who could we be talking about? Well, so everybody is saying that they're talking about Miss McDonald's, Sweetie. And I said, now, will Lil Baby really creep on Jada for Sweetie? And I said, yeah, I could see that. I could absolutely see her being more appealing or more business focused or more about the bag powerish than Jada. And so I could see that having, this story literally having legs. I'm shocked at how amicable Jada was about all of this. She literally it goes on to say, her close friend confronted Little Baby about the female rapper, and after speaking to the rapper, Jada has decided to end the relationship. The friend explained she confronted him and he didn't deny cheating with the female rapper, so it's over. She announced the split today on her Instagram. I'm finally standing up, and another saying, everything comes to an end, never force it, be happy. So again, they all pass each other around the industry. I remember Quavo saying that if it was true about Lil Baby and Saweetie, that he wouldn't mind taking Jada. So I'm like, yeah, they're all passing each other around, just slime sloths, just sucking and fucking everywhere. How lame can you be? You can't pull folks without the upper hand, right? I mean, I mean, I know it happens, but it really caught me off guard. Sometimes when you read the story, you be like, damn. And I mean, then when we boil it all down, it's for a nut. Like, you doing this all because you just want to get your rocks off. You can, like, whatever 10 to 20 minutes that takes you, that is a whole power move. That literally is nothing about you just wanting to assert authority. Because if it's about sex, you can get sex. If you want sex with her, she's telling you no. She's not interested. Move the fuck on. Now it's about you having to assert power, make her come to you. That's bullshit. You a crap ass nigga, a whole crab ass nigga. It's so many dogs in the hip hop industry. I feel sorry for the women who really have talent. Yeah, you really do. You really do, because it's just like, damn. And they don't, women don't have the mentality of a man, straight or gay, where it's like, fuck you, like some men do, some don't. But I think a lot of it is just like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And I think a lot of times women it's a different kind of finesse when it comes from like your studio engineer or your record producer, because you feel like this is going to be that moment, that one opportunity that you'll never get, and some men have given into that. Definitely, I can definitely see some men have given into that, and some men have, opted not to and have this less than career, have their less than career. So definitely think it's not fair. Um, if that is true, that is sexual assault, harassment. So Leto should go to the police since that transaction is very legal. But that's why I said this must be someone connected to her label or connected to how she does business, because for her to say all of these things and the label not do anything about it, knowing the features that are on her album, but just push it back until they can get it cleared, meaning, all right, girl, you gonna do this or not, lets me believe that they're in on it. Like, they think this is okay, like it's fine, like it's cool, and it's not fine and it's not cool. So let me see. And what else? What's our last story? And then the last story that I want to cover today, talk about today, is Bad Boys Lost and your motherfucking list. Okay. Oh baby, this show here was definitely interesting to me. I found the combination of characters brought together extremely interesting. I, was very shocked that they had, I mean, it was diversity all around: white, black, gay, straight, old ass Milan, the rest of the young girls. You had, what do you say? The guy who's in the commercial about the dollar. What the damn Darrell? But what was the diva saying? This is where the money reside. And you got to see these people how they act. Now, the one thing I want to say, you all, is if because for those who aren't gay or who are in the community or not, some of this shit is definitely acted, hyped up. I don't want you to think for a second that every time gay folks get around each other, they got to fight. This is definitely for the purposes of a show. You'll always notice they have alcohol in their hand. It's it's the first season, so it's supposed to hype it up for us. I'm sure as seasons come, they'll bring it down to a more purposeful show. But I think at this point right now, it's just literally to draw you in for you to like it. So I have a few 60-second clips that I'm gonna play. And then we're gonna chit chat about them, and then we'll wrap up today's show. Did you all get a chance to check it out? Yes, for Kirk Frankenstein. Carry On is gay and cute, but corny as hell. Hey, ODS. Not old ass. I'm just Milan, please. I love Darrell. Now, here's the thing. See, Darrell became a favorite of mine from the onset of the show, right? Then as I watched him, I said, "You's a fucking asshole." But we're gonna check it out. So the first clip, Shantae, he definitely Gerard. I wanted to fight him last night, and I also like Anthony, the boss from Houston. I like him because he went up against Milan. I like that, nigga. You ain't gonna punk me. I don't give a fuck. We both would have been balling. I like him. I like Carry On's the pastor's son. I like him to an extent. Like, you're gonna stop playing like you super straight. Like, y'all about to go off on this show. Cut that shit out. Okay. I love Gutter. Period. Gutter was a favorite of mine. I didn't necessarily care for. Who did I care for? I didn't care for I don't know. The straight guys got to grow on me. The attitude, it was just, we gonna watch it. So let's get into these clips. All right. So the first clip.
Instagram famous or socialite people on the cast.
All right. Before I do it, I got to explain it. So this clip here is when they first get on the bus, the Bad Boys LA bus, and they're about to go to the house. And this is the first interaction. This is the first point where we get to see the straight guys assert their straightness. Baby, check this shit out.
Bunch of Instagram famous or socialite people on the cast. But I'm still looking around and I don't see Mr. Delivered. I don't know where he's at. He's not on the bus. He's vanished into thin air.
Okay. I will give everybody their respect. Everybody here has some type of platform. If we all that type of platform as bitches and these niggas and these hoes. No, listen.
So let's get this straight. I don't know who's straight or gay. I want to know who's straight and gay on here.
Hold up. Let me add myself back to the stream, because let me tell you, I said what the fuck I said. Bitches and gays and straight niggas. I don't give a fuck because y'all straight. See, that's where I'm coming from. If y'all don't understand, when you be around a bunch of straight niggas, and it's always a who nuts is harder, who got who, and even straight and gay, it always fucking happen when you together. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm always on edge. Like, no, bitch, I said what the fuck I said. You on the bus with a bunch of gay niggas. You gonna try to assert dominance? If you don't get the fuck out of here with that shit, oh, we would have been going off. But let's get back into this. I'm here for it, because this is how shit really goes down.
But listen, what I'm saying,
we don't do dick. If you try it, you're gonna get fucked up. I'm just saying. I feel like me being a straight guy, I had to put that on the table. I had to make that announcement to let these guys know that I don't move like that. And if anybody comes at me you know, on a sexual level, I'm gonna knock your head off. Is nothing to talk about. I don't move like that, but I have respect for you guys.
What about you?
Okay, so that's the clip. So I'm already like, oh, so this is what we doing? I said, oh, okay, no wonder Andrew Caldwell could not be at this point because he was supposed to be one of the straight guys allegedly. I was not going. So at this point in the show, I had already built in my mind that this is going to be nothing but a pissing match about who is the head boy in charge, who is the biggest sort of not bully, but who can beat on their chest the hardest. And as I saw in this scene, as one of the dudes was like, it's all about us bitches and not about hold on. I know that's asserting your authority. I'm not gay. I'm not this dog. If you're not gay, okay, that's cool. Nobody pressing you to come, okay, but I get it. You have to say that because you're on Bad Boys LA with all of these gay dudes. So, but I think we'll have a lot more to see with those guys. Now, I got another one to share. That is interesting to me. This one. Let's see if it's gonna pop up. Now, I had to get these all approved. I had to get these all approved. All right. So in this clip, let me make sure. All right. So then they have the white boys on the show. Now, how can I say this? I've seen harder. I've seen more talent. I've seen it all. So I'm not saying they don't have talent. I'm not saying they not hard, or I'm not saying any of that. What I'm saying is they gave what they could give. Literally, you could tell that they gave literally all that they could give. They weren't harder than what they was. It literally was what it was. So what I figured out is that they got on the show clearly one is a rapper and one is trying to push his business. So they're trying to push their business. They're on this bus, right? And everybody behind the scenes knows that you have to fight. You're going to have to kick a fight off on this show to make a name for yourself. You got to prove you're the baddest one. And as the two white boys on the show, you got to show that you're not a punk, right? So in my mind, I kept saying, well, how this gonna work? Because there's some white dudes who can give you the business. Now I ain't gonna lie to you, but as they were talking and continued to talk, I'm sitting here thinking like, well, I know these two ain't gonna be fighting nobody. So let me see what role they're gonna play in the house. So what do they decide to do? Well, let's fight with each other. Let's pick a fight with each other. I really think this was scripted. I definitely think it was pulled apart to be this way. So they picked a fight with each other. One person was talking about the other, talking shit back and forth. And I think this was their way to sort of get their beef in and out at the onset of the show, so they don't have to be in anything deadly. Or if they are, people can see that, barely I can fight or I can't. I don't know. So what pissed me off though is how everybody else was instigating these two white guys to fight. Check this shit out.
Run up on that hole. Run up on that hole. Dylan, hit that hole. Who's the baddest? You're William the baddest. That's Dylan the baddest. Let's go.
Where did the baddest?
Hit that hole. Dylan, if you don't hit him, Dylan, if you don't hit him, I'm gonna hit you.
You said
Really hop in, and it's the weirdest set of referee rules I ever heard. He say, if you don't hit him, I'm gonna fight both of y'all. Boy, what? Where they do that at?
you wanted to fight.
You said it was your motherfucking copywriter. I'm gonna hit you. You better run up on that hole. You didn't say that, so run up on who's the boss.
Five.
Because all these bitches is like
Okay, Gunner.
do your shit. 4,
I'm gonna slap you on the
3.
fucking mouth.
Run up on that hole, I'm gonna hit you. Run up on that hole, I'm gonna hit you. Run up on that hole, I'm gonna hit you. Run up. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Y'all bad boys.
Where we place the money at?
You better run.
Okay, ODS. Okay. Listen.
Is these two white boys doing?
What the fuck is going on? Like, what's really happening?
Y'all ain't doing you better hit that hole, I'm gonna hit you.
How are you swinging at each other, but none of y'all are connecting? It's like
not doing
hitting
it
the
with
air.
y'all.
What did the air do to you?
You better hit that hole, man. Hit you.
Oh, when is
Wait,
this
watch
training?
that. Watch that. Come on, bitch, because I told you. Nobody did nothing. Okay, get the hell out of my way. Come on, Dylan. I'm about to beat your ass. They are really fighting.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no. Darrell, what the fuck? Darrell.
Yeah. Now, Darrell, you was doing way too motherfucking much trying to instigate a fight. See, that's the thing. That's how you know when bitches really can't fight, because you're instigating a weak bitch fight. No one ever instigates a weak bitch fight. You always just be like, let them bitches fight. Whatever. You know, that win don't mean nothing to me, and that lose don't mean nothing to me. You instigating this is almost like trying to get two dogs to follow each other. Go follow them. Go and get them now. Man, these motherfuckers looking around like, huh? Like, what? What the fuck? So I definitely lost mad points for Darrell at this point. Though I still like Darrell. I like Darrell because I just like his airheadness. That shit is just like, it's cute for this. But I think you, Darrell, you need to probably stay out of fights. Because I don't think you are a fighter. And now I saw how you was fighting this dude, which you pushed him into the bushes and you started windmilling. And when you watch this show, they do a lot of windmilling, like literally windmilling in the air up here, windmilling. Nigga, if you don't start coming down low at the chest, but again, I think a lot of these guys, they're not built like this. Like, I don't think people fight every day in their life, especially these gay men on TV like this. I don't think they're fighting every day. So as a part of this show, to come up with, you know, content, and it's Natalie Nunn's show, for the crying out loud. You got to have some of that in there. I think that they're, you know, making up a whole bunch of fights. And then when it comes to that moment, the only one that's really ready to do it and stage it is Milan. You'll see all of Milan's fights. He's ready for him. He's ready. Oh, he's ready. I don't know if Natalie told him, hey, you're leading the girls, so you need to make this shit pop, but he was really feeling himself. So let's get into this next clip, because this was the clip that had me like, Milan, if you don't get your motherfucking ass somewhere and sit the whole fuck down in 2 chairs, bitch, get up and go sit in the next chair. That nigga he was on one. So check this out. Yes, windmilling.
Fireplace or TV.
Okay. I know you fucking
Come to my room, girl.
Come here. This is my fucking room.
That's nice.
This is definitely my room.
Yeah. My towels right here.
She playing a lot of games.
Okay.
And you heard me on the bus when I said this was my room.
Okay.
No, bitch, you're not that girl.
Go downstairs.
No, you're not that girl.
I got a chandelier for you. I got a chandelier for you. What you want to do?
Please stop playing.
What you want to do?
Please stop playing.
What you want to do?
Okay.
What you want to do? Huh?
Okay.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
Doing too much. You doing too much?
Oh, you sing. I want you to sing to me while you're here.
All right. Only some singing, not no sexing.
What is sexing?
I'm just letting you know. Just some singing.
Boy, you get down all
Mr.
the way
Kirk
down,
Franklin's
honey.
son, boy, like you know who the fuck you is. Kirk Franklin's son. Carrie Ann.
Oh, I love you, Buffy.
Boy, I'm gonna let you have this.
That's all.
I'm gonna let you have this
whole shout out.
win. Thank you.
You think you're that girl, but you're not that girl. This is not your show. This is not your show.
Girl, autograph every motherfucking spirit here and knock his ass out.
I didn't have no problem with Anthony, but I had to do what I needed to do to check him on his shit.
Okay.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Okay.
Come on, fuck here.
When you ready to go to your room, come get your motherfucking chain, you pussy ass bitch.
All right, talk all that shit.
Baby, I was so happy, Anthony. I wanted somebody in that house to check Milan. I did not want Milan to walk away, getting away, feeling like he was doing something, like he was all beating on his chest and stuff like that. No, nigga, I don't give a fuck if they already told you this was your room. You still, no, bitch, I walked in here just like you did. What the fuck? What you want to do? You were in here heavenly decorated and all of this stuff, looking like 3, 4, 5 seasons ago. You still look like the person on, I don't forgot what show he was on. There ain't nothing highfalutin and new about you, nigga. I did not like that at all. I just felt like Anthony did right by standing his fucking ground, whether that was a tussle or air hug or not. That's what you needed to do. That's all it was, a little tussling, a little, but I definitely see Carrie Ann and Gutta doing something. And it's just so interesting to watch Carrion try to keep up this front because I don't know. I've seen guys act like this. It's so weird to me. It's like you do know that you do know like you give that off. Don't try to put it on me like I'm making you like this. No, you giving this energy off. So it's gonna be interesting. I have one more clip. I wanted to say this. I did not get any kind of okay to play any of the Andrew Caldwell clips. But I do want to say that there was one scene where they had him at the airport and they were filming him trying to get him to go back to the house because his big thing was everybody wants to fight him. Everybody wants to jump him and he doesn't want to be touched. And so, he went to the airport. And so Natalie Nunn brings all the boys downstairs and she tells them, I want y'all to watch this footage. And it's footage of him at the airport and they're just all talking shit about him and stuff like that. And I have to say what it is. Andrew was more than likely contracted to do this damn show. He got there and didn't want the fucking smoke, backed away and signed out of it. They said that he tried to cash a check yesterday, the day before. But he couldn't, apparently he couldn't cash a check or something like that. Now, they definitely got their ratings up. They definitely got all of our attention because of Andrew Caldwell on this show. And it appears like he's not going to be on this show anymore. Now, what they will try their hardest to do is to make Andrew look like he's in a good light so he can be on that reunion. If they want that kind of show, they would try to get him for the reunion. But I don't think Andrew Caldwell is going back to the reunion. I think it definitely exposed that Andrew Caldwell is gay. We all know he's gay. I never questioned that man's sexuality ever. I definitely think he's gay. I think people like him, they're always looking to belong. They're always wanting to fit in and be a part of something because sometimes in their life they've never belonged to something that they truly was proud of. So I think for him it's the church. He wants to belong, and he feels like him doing that. He gets all of this support and all of these women, and and in doing so, he has to not be gay, and so that is his biggest tribulation. When that man finally accepts himself, he'll be fit for a Bad Boys LA. He perfect to be on that goddamn show. And I'm gonna tell you this: them folks ain't gonna let Andrew Caldwell get hurt like they let the two white boys get hurt. No, out of everybody in that house, y'all can tell me no, hell no. Andrew Caldwell is the biggest relevant person there. Milan's okay, but we can see Milan anytime we want to go to Instagram, OnlyFans. You can see every part of Milan that you want to see. The other ones we never knew about, but Andrew Caldwell, we're interested in seeing him paired up with other men. So I was I figured he was gonna pull himself out. He ain't no fighter like that, and this show is all about fights. So I wanted to say that about that. Now, this last clip I wanted to share is the second time the straight boys tried to assert something, and it's okay, do you? But I like the fact that Anthony was like, you know what, I'm not dealing with this shit today. So let's check this one out too, if it pops up.
That's a Fendi.
Hell no.
You must be feeling like a king then.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
shit. I'm gonna make me a little bit of
I know we the straight guys in the house, so I'm thinking like, yo, hopefully me and Moolah get to share a room.
Do not get too comfortable. You look like a bad girl.
What's
Get up. Get up.
Girl,
I don't need no visitors right now.
I'm not
Only
a visitor.
person I want to talk to really is Kurt.
So you want
Damn.
you're in a house full of gay people.
Okay,
Period.
what does that mean?
You need to get comfortable. I just wasn't fucking with the whole conversation. I was really offended at the moment.
I'm comfortable. You
Clearly
are
uncomfortable.
over here in my room
No, you're
telling
uncomfortable.
me I am
Why are you
comfortable.
so uncomfortable with us being in the room?
So I really feel like Moolah is a DL fag. Like, bitch, you're mad, bitch. You don't want them to be by you, cause bitch, you know you're gonna that I gonna twitch, bitch, and hoes gonna really see it. So
Girl, let's
shut
go.
The fuck up, girl. Let's find. I gotta find another room anyway, cause bitch, I gotta
Figure it out. Figure it out.
We got it.
Figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. So I know for a fact that they're going to come to blows. Do I doubt that they're, I'm gonna hold my judgment for some more episodes to release about what do I think about them. So yeah, they're the straight ones. Those two guys are the straight ones. I'm interested in how did they how did they pitch the show to them? Like, did they tell them it was a bunch of gay dudes? And they said they were cool with it. They respect them. You know, they ain't with that dick in the booty shit. They doing, you know what I'm saying? And Natalie made a point to say, you know, I'm gonna go clubbing with y'all. I'm gonna bring some bitches back to the house. And one of the dudes was like, the gay dudes was like, what about niggas? And you know, they showed one of the straight guys' face, and he rubbed his face. And I'm saying, looking like, well, what did you expect? Like, did you expect it was gonna be like, this is gonna be really, really interesting, and it's gonna be very, very historic, because I think a lot of people are watching to see how putting these two dynamics together with amongst all of this diversity. Now, they should have had a white straight man. That would have been good too. That would have been dope. I think that would have been dope. Or another straight man from a different race. I think that would have been dope. But I think the budget was limited, and if they could take Andrew's money back and reallocate it, I think they would. But well, I'm gonna give this show a try. I'm gonna start my reviews. I'm gonna be reviewing this show, so I'm gonna do it separate from hot topics and celebrity news. I'm gonna just do a live. I think I might do a live review. I have some video clips. We run through some video clips. The clips can only be 15, 45, and 60-second long. And if they're 60 seconds long, I have to stop between 30 seconds and give some commentary and then play it again. For them not to take my channel and stuff. But I think it's interesting. I'm gonna pay attention to the show. Hey, Miss Margot, good morning to you. Hey, Stiggs girl, good morning to you. So let's see what y'all was saying. Carry On is a great show, great draw, and definitely has a storyline based on the past year with his father. Yeah, Carry On is very interesting to me. Very interesting. I think it'll be very, very interesting to watch him and, you know, be dissected like this in the public eye. I don't know if he's ever been like this candid with his sexuality, but I mean, there's some moments that he's just very bashful and shy and don't know how to respond. Though he wants to respond, he just doesn't know. It shows you that he's still like, boy, get out of that. Let it go. I think he loves attention a little bit more. I think he genuinely loves guys and struggles with his beliefs versus sexuality. Who, Andrew Caldwell? Oh, I think he knows he gets down. I think he knows he likes dudes. I think he probably watches that kind, but I think for the public eye and for his business and brand, he's doing this for everybody else. Trust me. People be acting, y'all. They do it really good. That man is... If you say you're a frog, I'm gonna call you a frog. Damn, my own personal feelings. Good morning. Good morning. Andrew shouldn't have been popping all that shit in the promo pics then. Okay, did you see him in his full dress? His full fur dress? All he needed was some string in the front. He would have had a whole bustier. I think that Andrew was nervous and felt uncomfortable in the house where things can get a bit hostile. Most definitely. I mean, can you see Andrew fighting back? I don't even think that's a part of his demeanor. Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles saw he was gay. I'm mad Andrew left. Yeah, he out. He is out. He is out. So does everyone from Zeus now? Listen. Just listen. Okay. Love and Hip Hop LA. Okay. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Morning. That is a little tussle. That's all they did. That's all they did. Good morning. Hit the button. Yes, please hit the like button, you all. I appreciate you. Zeus should have gave Courtney that street dancer that went viral, Andrew's part in the show. Oh, yeah. Is that the one with the backpack bag? Now, that viral clip had me laughing. It's a guy walking around with a backpack in New York and stealing everybody's shit and putting it in his backpack and walking off. And he think that shit is cute. I said, you're going to run up on the wrong one. All right. I don't play like that. You're going to run up on the wrong one and get cut. It's supposed to be a parody, but I don't think it's funny at all. He took this woman's Louis Vuitton bag and put it in his book bag. She looking like, what? What? Bitch, you fuck around and lose your life. I know he's battling that internal conflict with being gay and who his father is and what comes with that overarching religion aspect. He isn't stable in who he is. You're talking about Carry On? Yeah. That's the girl. The thing is, I can see Andrew swinging and banging in that house, to be honest. I feel like he didn't want to do it after talking all that mess and everyone being on him. Oh, so you do think he was with the shits. He just didn't want to be with the shits there. Well, we will stay tuned. I will definitely stay tuned. I think it's going to be an interesting season. I think it's going to be very interesting. I think we're going to, I stay tuned. Other shows are going to be copying some of this format. So shout out to Natalie Nunn. Shout out to Bad Boys LA, the cast. And we're going to start doing some reviews over here and interviews and stuff like that. So quick rundown of what we talked about today before we get out of here. So this morning, we covered Jussie Smollett and his trial. We also talked about Trevor Noah and wanting Kanye West to perform at the Grammys. We talked about Matthew Knowles and the Matthew Knowles Story coming to a streaming device near you, hopefully Roku or Prime. We talked about 50 Cent and Stars, him trying to get his stuff back on the air quicker than he wanted it. Maury's canceled after 30 years, but they've been canceling a lot of shows on NBC Universal. So, which leads us to believe that they're trying to switch over their format. Rapper Baby Cino murdered minutes after being released from jail. Got in the car, didn't even get all the way down the block, and was shot in the neck. Frank Ocean Homer Luxury Company produces a necklace, 1.9 million. Drake is among one of the first to wear it and has been seen in public with it. Kudos to Frank Ocean. I only see great things from here. Kid Cudi posted this picture on IG, and after looking at the comments, it made him want to quit IG and move only to Twitter. He said that he's going away. It was fun, but it's not healthy for, his mental illness. So he's shuttering himself off of there. Normani Fair, we demoed a little bit of the track. Yeah. And Lakevia Jackson, so sad that this happened to her, murdered over a bowling ball outside of a bowling alley. The guy, apparently, whoever the shooter is, they are known to the police authorities, and they asked that the person turn themselves in. They have surveillance footage as well as ballistics and eyewitness testimony. So it behooves you to turn yourself in at this point. We talked about Lotto and how there's some rapper that's on her current new album that wants the goodies before he can clear his vocals and her album to go out. Now, her album was supposed to be released March 25th, but it's been pushed back since then. So she's now just airing out her grievances. And I always say that if the label is allowing you to air your grievances out, meaning that they haven't done anything to help you with this, could it be that the artist is on the label and they have to protect him too? I don't know, but it's a little bit weird to me. And then finally, we talked about Lil Baby and him and Jada breaking up. Allegedly, she caught him cheating with another female rapper, which leads us to speculate that to confirm him and Saweetie are not knocking the votes. And then finally, we talked about Bad Boys LA and how interesting this season will be. I showed a couple of clips. If you catch the replay, I showed a couple of clips that I thought to be the most interesting ones. Specifically, where the straight boys reassert their dominance in a house full of gay men, where Milan is checked for trying to be the head of the household, and where the guys are trying to insinuate beef from the weakest. I don't want to call them the weakest, but, the two white guys in the house, and they're not really trying to give that much, at least not that soon. So that's all I have for you all today. Let me check the comments. I appreciate you all being here. The thing is, oh yeah, I saw that. I'm just happy to finally see Bad Boys LA on the screen because she's been wanting to do this for years. It's here. Maury is canceled, baby. Yes, I'm here for your reviews and interviews, King. It's going to be interesting. Yes, it is. I'm here too. I'm here too. Zoom went well. Zoom went well. Zoom went well. Zoom went well. And, it's so weird. You know how you be talking to people who don't even know you or whatever, and then y'all talking about one thing, and then you get to talking to them, and then you start talking about your own shit. And so I'm telling her, I'm like, yeah, and I'm pivoting my channel. So I know you may have saw, like, I was doing this, and, those were views at this level, but I'm pivoting and stuff like that. She don't know. you know, we're not really looking for what we're looking for is personality. It was just really interesting. So this is gonna be a cool move. I'm excited for all the newbies though. I have y'all all in like all of us in like this one group on YouTube where you can group some content creators together, and it's like 14 of us, and I just watch everybody. I make sure, you know, and I'm proud of everybody doing their thing. V, kudos to you. Yusuf, kudos to you on landing your interview. Honest Road, keep doing your thing. Who else is out here? Peace, love. Keep doing you, boo. We really do gotta support each other. And anybody else who was new that I may be missing, Polo, do you? Carrie Ray, do you, boo? I see you all. You know, don't feel discouraged. Keep doing you, whether the large folks share you or not. You know, you got us, and we're gonna share you, and we're gonna keep putting you out there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of everybody. Keep doing your thing. I can't wait until the bad boys can start interviewing with the YouTubers that's going to create mints. Risa, not until May, baby. Not until May. So I'm excited as well. Okay. I'm excited as well. I'm just trying to get my channel ready for that. So like I got to start putting content out where that kind of audience, you know, they're watching. So of course the review. So when it leads up to an interview, I can be ready to give that kind of, you know, that kind of service and stuff like that. But I'm definitely excited to do that, and I'm definitely engaged in the show. There's a couple of other shows too that fall under this web reality stuff too. So Normani needs a up tempo single. That's what I thought she was going to give us sort of like a Rihanna, a work, more of a sort of reggae pop beat with her vocals over it. I thought she was going to do that because that sounds like something she could do. But then we get a song and it sounds like she's crying, like she's mad or something. And it's just like, somebody grab this lady. Good morning, Roman. Hey, Kayleen. Good morning to you. Great morning. Yes. But Jada and Baby always breaking up and getting together. If the Saweetie stuff is true, could it have been they were off? Plus Jada's action shows, she'll always go back. That's true. But I do think the Saweetie thing is true. I think Saweetie is more of his lane, though. I think he's looking for I think he's more interested in first, you know, business bag. Like, and Saweetie is probably chasing a bag in his eyes, as a compared to Lil Baby. I don't know. I just feel like he's probably is more interested in Saweetie. And I think it was interesting that Quavo was like, I'm fine with that. I'm cool. Okay. Oh, yes, Pressure Cooker. Pressure Cooker. I like Pressure Cooker. She just be out there saying her own shit, doing her own thing. Yes. And I was trying to get the, I don't know what we call it, the content day. Where we all like have a day and we just go live, like, you know, 8, one person go at 9, 1:10. We just go back to back where we can just run the crowds all through just a day of programming. But y'all don't understand how hard it is to get everyone on board with that and everyone to agree with the date and everyone to just like, it's more work than it is. It sounds great, but it's a lot of work. And so I just kind of was like, I just let it go. You know, I'll ask a couple of folks, but thanks for switching my morning vibe. Have a great day. You too, of course. Always. Yes, Risa, hit the like button. Of course, Honest Row. All right, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go. We've been here for about 2 hours. You all have a great day at work. Remember to remain positive. And I will see you on Wednesday live where we're gonna do local news, and we got so much to talk about. I don't know if y'all saw that story I posted on my community wall where the sergeant murders his girl because he professes his love to her. And I think this happened around Valentine's Day. Are you kidding me? So, you know, I want to go, what were the signs? Did we know this? Could we have seen this coming? So we're going to do all of that on Wednesday, 6:30 a.m. And if you can't make it at 6:30 a.m., make sure you catch that replay at 8:30 a.m. 2 hours later. All right, y'all. It's been a pleasure. Until next time. Deuces.